You're not here by coincidence. You didn't stumble into this moment by accident. No, this is not some random twist of fate. You are here because you earned it. Every choice you made, every challenge you faced, every path you walked led you to this very instant. And now, after all the trials, after all the moments of doubt and determination, it's official. You passed. It's something most people never even know exists, an exam so ancient, so divine, that it's woven into the fabric of existence itself. You didn't know you were being tested, but you've been under scrutiny your whole life. Your actions, your thoughts, your very soul have been weighed and measured by forces beyond human comprehension. And now, the result is in. Congratulations, you scored 100% on the divine exam. God has approved your golden ticket. You blink. At first, you think it's a joke, a glitch maybe, or some strange message from a spam account. But then, the words pulse on the screen, impossibly clear, and the weight of them sinks in. This isn't a dream. This isn't a fantasy. This is real. You've been chosen. The golden ticket isn't just some metaphor. It's a seal, an undeniable mark of approval. You've passed the test that the universe has been quietly administering your entire life. Your heart skips a beat as the realization hits. This is not a call for the ordinary. This is for the extraordinary. This is for the ones who have shown the true measure of character, the ones who can carry the weight of something greater than themselves. But here's the catch. You're not alone. There are others. Others who, like you, have scored 100% on the divine exam, who have received their own golden tickets. You may feel special, but you are not the only one. And that raises the question, what does it all mean? Why you? Why now? The answers won't come easily. The world you thought you knew is just the surface. What lies beyond this ticket is a world of untold possibilities, untold dangers, and untold responsibilities. There's more at stake here than just your future. There's the future of everything, of everyone. You were chosen for a reason. But the question remains, are you ready for what comes next? Comment 999 below to send your signal to the forces that govern your destiny. Show the world and the universe that you are ready, that you are here, and that you embrace your purpose. If you are a true chosen one, don't just stand in the shadows. Like, share, and subscribe, and join the ranks of those who will rise above. This journey has just begun, and the world needs to hear your voice. Let the golden ticket shine through. The future is yours. The hidden message life has a way of speaking to us, but so often we're too caught up in the hustle of daily existence to hear it. The world around us moves fast, and our minds are filled with distractions. But as a chosen one, your journey begins with a moment of clarity, the ability to recognize the subtle, divine messages that are always present. These messages are woven into your life in ways that may seem ordinary at first glance, but they hold deeper meaning. The first test of your path as a chosen one is learning to see beyond the surface of everyday life. Many people walk through their days unaware of the signs all around them. They're too focused on the material world, on chasing things like success, wealth, or social approval. But for you, the test is different. It's about awakening to the unseen forces that have always been guiding you. The universe speaks to you in ways that are personal, quiet, and often unexpected. Perhaps it starts with a dream, one that lingers in your mind long after you wake up. It may be strange, even disorienting, but there's a message in it if you pay attention. Dreams often carry messages from your higher self or the universe. They offer insight into your deeper thoughts and desires. And sometimes they show you the path forward when you're unsure of your next step. Or maybe you experience an encounter that feels too meaningful to be coincidental. You meet someone who says something that resonates deeply with you, almost as if their words were meant just for you. Perhaps a stranger gives you advice that sticks with you for days. These moments might feel random at first, but they carry with them the weight of divine timing. It's not by chance that you crossed paths with this person or that this conversation unfolded in exactly the way it did. It's a sign, a nudge from the universe, telling you to pay attention. Another common sign is an intuitive nudge. It's that feeling you get when something doesn't quite sit right, or when a new opportunity feels strangely aligned with your purpose. These feelings often come in quiet moments of reflection, when you slow down and allow yourself to listen. Maybe you've felt a pull towards a certain direction, or a subtle voice in your mind that encourages you to take action. These are the whispers of your soul, guiding you toward your true path. But how often do we ignore these signs? It's easy to dismiss them as coincidences or fleeting thoughts, especially when we're distracted by the demands of life. The test is not just about noticing these messages. It's about trusting them. When you begin to recognize that these events aren't random, you open yourself to a new level of awareness. Your life is no longer just a series of disconnected moments. It becomes a journey of synchronicities and divine guidance. To truly embrace your role as a chosen one, you must cultivate the ability to pause and reflect. In a world that moves at a breakneck pace, it can be challenging to slow down. But it's in these moments of stillness that you'll find clarity. Take time to sit with yourself, away from the noise. Reflect on the things that have happened recently. What unusual occurrences stand out? What messages or patterns are emerging in your life? Instead of brushing them off, ask yourself, what is the universe trying to tell me right now? Trusting your intuition is key. Your soul has an inner knowing that goes beyond logic or reason. The more you listen to it, the clearer the messages will become. The universe is constantly speaking to you, guiding you toward your higher purpose, but you must be open to hearing it. These signs, no matter how small, are not mere coincidences. They are part of a much larger, divine plan unfolding before you. As a chosen one, your path is illuminated by these hidden messages. You are not walking alone. The universe is with you every step of the way. When you begin to recognize the signs, you will see how everything in your life is connected. The universe is always speaking to you, but it's up to you to listen, to trust, and to follow the path it's guiding you toward. Remember, this is just the beginning. You are on a journey that will test your faith, your patience, and your ability to trust in the unseen forces at work. But if you take the time to notice and reflect on the hidden messages, you will begin to uncover the divine plan that's been waiting for you all along. The power of silence. In a world filled with constant noise, emails, social media, bustling streets, and the endless chatter of thoughts in our minds, it can feel almost impossible to find peace. Yet, within the noise, there lies a deeper truth that the chosen ones must learn to connect with. This truth is found not in the external world, but in the quiet spaces within ourselves. The power of silence is a tool that, when embraced, can unlock profound spiritual insights and guide you on your path. As a chosen one, your journey requires more than just physical effort. It requires the ability to tune out the distractions of the world and listen deeply to the wisdom within. This is the test you face. Can you find power in stillness? Can you quiet the noise long enough to hear the whispers of your soul and the guidance of the universe? The answer lies in how well you can embrace moments of silence. When we think of silence, many of us imagine an empty room or a quiet walk through nature. But silence is more than just the absence of sound. True silence is the absence of distraction, both external and internal. It's when you stop filling your mind with constant thoughts, worries, or to-do lists and simply exist in the present moment. This is where the magic happens, because it is in these spaces of stillness that you open the door to clarity. Often, these moments of stillness come unexpectedly. Perhaps you're sitting in a room alone, and the busyness of life fades away, or you take a peaceful walk in nature, and for a few minutes, the world outside melts away. In these fleeting moments, you might feel a sense of peace wash over you, a sense of presence that you didn't know you were missing. These moments are gifts from the universe, guiding you toward a deeper connection with yourself and your spiritual path. However, many people overlook these moments or are too busy to appreciate them. The mind races, filled with distractions, and we miss the opportunity to listen. This is where your test begins. Can you embrace these moments of stillness and allow them to serve as a space for spiritual growth? As a chosen one, you must train yourself to step away from the noise and find peace in the quiet. It's in this space that you can connect with your higher self and hear the subtle guidance that the universe is offering. Creating a sacred space for silence in your daily life is essential. This doesn't have to be an elaborate ritual or a specific location, but it does require intentionality. Set aside time each day, whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or longer, to be in complete silence. It could be in your home, in nature, or even in your car. The important thing is that you are fully present, not distracted by your phone, your thoughts, or external events. During this time, let go of the need to do anything. Don't try to force your mind into silence, but allow it to simply be. Sit with whatever thoughts or emotions arise and acknowledge them without judgment. As you do this, you'll begin to notice that the chatter of your mind slows down, and in the stillness, something else emerges, a sense of peace, clarity, or insight. You may even begin to hear a quiet voice within, guiding you toward your next steps. Listening in silence doesn't just mean paying attention to your own thoughts. It also means tuning in to the whispers of the universe. The universe communicates with us in subtle ways, through signs, synchronicities, and feelings that arise in moments of stillness. These messages are often missed because we are too busy or distracted to notice them. But when you create a space of silence, you open yourself up to these divine whispers. It could be a thought, a feeling, or an image that appears in your mind, all of which are signs that the universe is guiding you. Remember, silence is not just about quieting the mind. It's about creating a space where you can hear your soul, connect with your higher purpose, and receive guidance from the universe. This is a power that the chosen ones must cultivate. The world may be noisy, but the answers you seek are often found in the quiet. By embracing silence, you will discover that it's not an empty space. It's a rich, sacred space where you can connect with the deepest parts of yourself. In this silence, you will find the clarity and direction you need to continue walking your path as a chosen one. The power of silence is yours to claim, and in doing so, you unlock the wisdom and guidance that has always been available to you. Facing your shadow. As you walk the path of a chosen one, you will face a test that is often the most challenging: confronting your shadow. The shadow is not something external, but something within you. It represents the parts of yourself that you've hidden away, the fears, the insecurities, and the wounds that you've either forgotten about or tried to suppress. For many, it is the most difficult part of their spiritual journey because it forces them to look at the things they've avoided for so long. You might have heard of the term shadow in spiritual teachings, but what does it truly mean? The shadow is not evil or bad, though it may seem that way at times. It is simply the parts of you that you haven't fully accepted. It can manifest as unresolved trauma, unhealed emotions, or negative thought patterns that no longer serve you but continue to influence your behavior and experiences. The test here is whether you are brave enough to face your shadow, to truly look at the parts of yourself that cause discomfort. Many people spend their whole lives avoiding their shadow because it's easier to ignore it than to confront it. But as a chosen one, you are called to confront what lies beneath the surface of your consciousness. It's not a matter of pretending these parts of yourself don't exist. It's about bringing them to light so they can heal. Often, your shadow will show up when you least expect it, triggered by a situation or interaction that feels out of proportion. You might feel an intense emotional reaction to something that, in the grand scheme of things, might seem trivial. Perhaps you become angry over something small, or you feel an overwhelming sadness that doesn't make sense. These intense reactions are the universe's way of showing you that there is something unresolved within you, something that's ready to be healed. It's important to remember that these emotions are not the problem. They are simply signs that there is a deeper issue at play. The true challenge is in how you respond to these emotions. You have a choice. You can either run from them, bury them deeper, or you can take the opportunity to face them head on and explore where they are coming from. This process can be uncomfortable, and it may require you to relive old pain or trauma. But healing doesn't come without discomfort. By facing your shadow, you are allowing yourself to integrate these hidden parts of you, transforming them from sources of pain into sources of strength. The very things you've been avoiding are the things that will ultimately set you free. One of the first steps in embracing your shadow is to acknowledge it. Rather than rejecting the parts of yourself that you find undesirable, try to view them with compassion. These parts of you are not inherently bad. They are simply aspects of your being that need love and attention. When you can accept them without judgment, you can begin to heal the wounds they represent. Healing your shadow requires introspection and self-awareness. It's about looking deeply at your emotions and behaviors, understanding their root causes, and addressing them with care. Journaling, meditation, and talking to a trusted guide can help you process these feelings and uncover their origins. In doing so, you will begin to uncover patterns of thought and behavior that have been holding you back, and you will gain the strength to transform them. The beauty of this process is that the shadow, once fully embraced, becomes a powerful ally. As a chosen one, your strength comes from understanding and integrating your entire being, both light and dark. By accepting your shadow, you make room for the full expression of your true self. What once felt like a source of shame or fear becomes a source of wisdom and strength. You see, your shadow isn't something to be feared. It's a part of you. And as you heal it, you grow stronger and more aligned with your higher purpose. The key is not to run from it, but to turn towards it with an open heart. By doing so, you unlock the power that lies hidden within, and you come closer to stepping fully into your role as a chosen one. Facing your shadow is not a one-time event, but a lifelong process. Each time you encounter a new layer, you will be given the opportunity to heal and grow. This is the path of the chosen one, to continuously evolve, integrate, and transform into the highest version of yourself. The law of attraction. As you embark on the path of the chosen one, you begin to realize that your thoughts hold immense power. The universe, as we understand it, is not just a collection of physical matter, but a field of energy that responds to the vibrations we send out. This is where the law of attraction comes into play, a universal law that states that what you focus on expands. Your thoughts, your feelings, and your intentions shape the reality around you. The test here is whether you can align your thoughts and energy with your highest purpose. The law of attraction works on a very simple principle. Like attracts like. Whatever you focus on, whether positive or negative, will grow in your life. If you consistently focus on lack, fear, or negativity, you will attract more of those experiences into your reality. On the other hand, when you focus on abundance, love, and purpose, those are the energies that will be drawn to you. However, the real challenge lies in knowing where to place your focus, what truly deserves your attention. In the fast-paced world we live in, distractions are everywhere. It's easy to get caught up in the noise, the constant stream of social media, the pressures of modern life, and the pull of immediate desires. But as a chosen one, you must recognize that not all things are worthy of your energy. You have a divine purpose, and to fulfill it, you must become intentional about where you place your focus. The universe often gives us signs to show us where our attention should go. These signs may appear as recurring situations, people, or opportunities that seem to keep appearing in your life, drawing your attention. These repeated encounters are not coincidences. They are messages from the universe, guiding you toward what aligns with your true purpose. The key is to be aware of these patterns and to discern what they mean for you. For example, you might notice that you keep crossing paths with someone who embodies qualities you admire, or you may find that certain opportunities seem to keep coming up that resonate deeply with your passions. These are signs from the universe, offering you a glimpse into what could be a part of your divine path. The more you pay attention to these patterns, the more you'll realize that the universe is trying to show you what you need to focus on in order to grow and align with your highest purpose. However, not everything that appears in your life is meant to be followed. Distractions are everywhere, and part of the test is learning to identify what is truly aligned with your purpose and what is simply pulling you away from it. The world can offer countless things that seem appealing on the surface, but they may not serve your highest good. This is why it's essential to be intentional with your energy. Ask yourself, does this opportunity or person align with who I am becoming? Does it support my purpose or distract me from it? To master the law of attraction, you must begin by being clear on your purpose. This clarity allows you to focus your energy on what matters most. When you align your thoughts with your highest purpose, everything else falls into place. You begin to notice that opportunities flow to you effortlessly, relationships deepen, and you feel a sense of peace because you are in harmony with the universe. One of the most important steps in applying the law of attraction is cultivating a mindset of abundance. When you focus on the abundance that already exists in your life, whether it's love, opportunities, or wisdom, you attract even more of it. Gratitude is a powerful tool in this process. When you express gratitude for what you already have, you open the doors to receive more blessings. But there's more to it than just thinking positive thoughts. The law of attraction requires you to act in alignment with your purpose as well. Your thoughts must be backed by action. When you set your intention on something, take steps towards it, no matter how small. The universe responds to your energy, but it also responds to your actions. When you act in faith, knowing that the universe will support your path, you begin to see the manifestation of your desires. In the midst of all the distractions in life, remember this: your focus is your power. You are a being of immense potential, and what you choose to focus on will determine the course of your journey. The universe is always in motion, sending you signs, opportunities, and lessons. As a chosen one, it's your task to sift through them, to recognize what aligns with your divine purpose, and to focus your energy only on what will help you fulfill it. Trust in the power of your thoughts and energy. Trust that as you become intentional, the universe will begin to move with you, helping you manifest the life that is meant for you. Let go of distractions and focus only on what serves your higher purpose. When you do, you will see that the law of attraction is not just a spiritual concept, but a real, tangible force that shapes your reality. The trial of sacrifice. One of the most profound tests a chosen one must face is the trial of sacrifice. This challenge requires you to let go of attachments, whether they are outdated beliefs, relationships that no longer serve your highest good, or material possessions that keep you anchored in the past. The very nature of this test is not just about releasing physical things, but also about releasing emotional or mental attachments that prevent you from fully stepping into your divine purpose. It asks you to trust that the act of letting go is not a loss, but a necessary step towards spiritual growth and alignment with your higher self. Sacrifice is often misunderstood. Many people associate it with pain or loss, but in the spiritual journey, sacrifice is about making room for what truly serves you and your purpose. It's an invitation to release what no longer aligns with who you are becoming, and to trust that in the emptiness left behind, something greater will emerge. You may have experienced a situation or relationship that once felt fulfilling but has recently begun to feel heavy, draining, or unsustainable. This is a sign from the universe that it is time to release it. The relationship may no longer provide the nourishment it once did, or the situation may have evolved in a way that is no longer in alignment with your soul's growth. In these moments, it can feel difficult to let go, especially if there's a deep emotional attachment to the person or the situation. But it's essential to understand that clinging to what no longer serves you holds you back from the evolution you are meant to undergo. For example, you might have held on to a belief system for years because it once gave you comfort or a sense of security, but as you grow spiritually, you begin to feel the weight of these outdated beliefs. They no longer resonate with your soul, and continuing to hold on to them feels like you're trying to fit into a mold that no longer fits your shape. This is the moment where sacrifice becomes necessary. Letting go of these beliefs is not an act of abandoning your truth, but rather an act of clearing space for your truth to expand. As you release these old thought patterns, you make room for new insights, a deeper understanding of yourself, and a closer connection to your divine purpose. Similarly, the people in your life may start to feel like they no longer resonate with the person you are becoming. Friendships, family dynamics, and professional relationships can evolve, and sometimes they no longer align with your spiritual path. When relationships begin to drain your energy instead of uplifting you, or when they become a source of emotional conflict rather than growth, it's a sign that something needs to change. This doesn't mean abandoning people with malice, but it may require setting boundaries or creating space in order to protect your energy and focus on your own journey. True sacrifice comes from a place of love, not anger or resentment, because you trust that releasing what no longer serves you will allow both you and others to grow in ways that are more aligned with your true paths. Material possessions also play a role in the trial of sacrifice. You may find that you are holding on to physical items that tie you to your past, items that once brought joy, but now only remind you of times or experiences you've outgrown. These items can weigh you down, not just physically, but energetically. Letting go of material things, especially when they hold emotional significance, can be incredibly freeing. It's not about renouncing everything you own, but about letting go of the excess and the unnecessary. The more you hold on to material possessions, the more you are tied to a life that isn't fully in alignment with your soul's purpose. Releasing them allows you to live with more freedom, less attachment, and more openness to receiving what is meant for you. This trial of sacrifice requires a deep level of trust. You must trust that the universe has a plan for you, and that by releasing what no longer serves you, you are making space for what is truly meant for your growth and ascension. It's important to let go gracefully, without regret or fear. When you release something, whether it's a belief, a relationship, or a possession, do so with the understanding that it's making space for something better. Holding onto things out of fear, guilt, or obligation only prevents you from stepping into the fullness of your potential. Remember, sacrifice is not about losing. It's about creating space for something greater. It's about trusting the process of letting go and knowing that the universe will fill that space with blessings that are more aligned with your divine path. As you release what no longer serves you, you make way for new opportunities, deeper connections, and a stronger alignment with your soul's purpose. In this trial, you are being asked to step into your own power by shedding the old and embracing the new. You are learning to trust in the wisdom of the universe and in your own ability to make choices that serve your highest good. The path of the chosen one is not always easy, but it is always rewarding. By embracing the trial of sacrifice, you are one step closer to fulfilling your divine purpose. The unseen forces. As you journey along the path of the chosen one, you will encounter moments where the only thing guiding you forward is faith. This is not the kind of faith you find in religious dogma or external sources. It is a deep, soul-level trust in something greater than yourself, the unseen forces that shape and guide your existence. The test you face here is whether you can walk in faith, trusting in what you cannot yet see, feel, or even comprehend. In a world that thrives on logic and tangible evidence, it can be difficult to surrender to the unknown. We are taught from a young age to seek answers, to rely on reason, and to trust only in what we can prove with our senses. But the journey of the chosen one requires you to step beyond the limitations of the material world and trust in forces that operate on a higher plane, forces that cannot be explained through logic alone. These forces include the universe, the divine, your higher self, and other spiritual beings that work behind the scenes to help guide you toward your purpose. The first step in this test is recognizing the signs that these unseen forces are at work. While many people dismiss them as coincidence or randomness, the chosen ones see them for what they are: miracles, synchronicities, and moments of divine intervention. These are the small or large events in your life that defy logic, where things seem to fall into place with no apparent cause. Perhaps you meet someone at the perfect time, receive a message that resonates deeply, or find yourself in a situation that feels too perfectly orchestrated to be by chance. These moments, though they may seem ordinary to others, are divine nudges telling you that the universe is aligning with your journey. You may notice patterns of numbers, repeating symbols, or encounters that feel too meaningful to ignore. When these synchronicities occur, it's the universe's way of assuring you that you are on the right path. These signs are not random. They are meant to help guide you, reassure you, and confirm that there is a greater force at work in your life. However, trusting in the unseen does not come easily. The mind often wants to understand everything, to have logical explanations for why things happen the way they do. The test for you, as a chosen one, is to let go of the need to understand every detail. You are being asked to trust that there is wisdom in the unknown and that sometimes you don't need to see the full picture to know that you're headed in the right direction. One of the most powerful aspects of walking in faith is the surrender it requires. You must release your attachment to outcomes and stop trying to control every aspect of your life. This can be incredibly difficult, especially when things don't seem to be moving in the direction you want. It's easy to doubt and question when things feel uncertain. But this is the true test. Can you trust when there is no visible evidence that things will work out? Faith is not about blind belief, but about knowing, deep within your soul, that everything is happening for a reason. The unseen forces are constantly working behind the scenes to help you fulfill your purpose. Trusting in them requires you to let go of fear and doubt. You must believe that the universe, in its infinite wisdom, is guiding you to exactly where you need to be, even if you can't yet see the destination. In moments of doubt or uncertainty, it's important to remind yourself that you are part of something much larger than yourself. The universe is always in motion, constantly moving pieces into place, and you are an essential part of that intricate dance. By trusting in these unseen forces, you align yourself with the flow of life. This flow may not always look how you imagined, but it is always leading you toward growth, healing, and fulfillment. To deepen your trust in the unseen, it's essential to practice surrendering control. This can be done through daily rituals of meditation, prayer, or simply sitting in silence and allowing yourself to feel connected to the divine energy that surrounds you. In these moments of stillness, you open yourself up to receive guidance from the unseen world. These moments of peace and trust help to strengthen your faith, allowing you to walk forward even when the path ahead isn't clear. You are never truly alone on this journey. The universe, higher beings, and your higher self are always supporting you, even when it doesn't feel that way. The key is to trust that the answers will come and that everything is unfolding as it should. Remember, the chosen ones are not those who see everything clearly from the start. They are those who trust even when they don't have all the answers. They walk in faith, knowing that the unseen forces are guiding them every step of the way. As you continue on this path, practice deep trust in the unknown. Let go of the need for control and open yourself to the miracles that are unfolding in your life. Trust that everything is happening for your highest good, and that the unseen forces are always at work, helping you step into your true purpose. By doing so, you will become a beacon of light, walking in faith and trust, knowing that the universe is always guiding you toward your destiny. The path of courage. Walking the path of the chosen one often means standing alone. It's not just about embracing your gifts or your purpose. It's about having the courage to do so when no one else believes in you, when the world around you challenges your beliefs, and when you feel like an outsider. The true test here is whether you can remain true to yourself, even when the path ahead is uncertain and others may doubt your journey. Courage is not a trait that comes without its challenges. It's easy to be brave when everything aligns perfectly with your desires, but true courage is about standing firm when it feels uncomfortable. It's about holding your ground, knowing in your heart that you are on the right path, even when the world pushes back against you. You will face moments when you must make decisions that are unpopular, when your truth will feel like a heavy weight to carry. Yet, in these moments, you are being asked to step into your power. Often, the world tells you what you should believe, what you should value, and who you should be. Society often pushes a narrative that encourages conformity, telling you that to be accepted or successful, you must follow the herd. But as a chosen one, you are meant to break free from this mold. The path you walk is not one that everyone will understand, and that's where the test lies. Are you ready to face rejection or judgment without faltering in your belief? Can you stand tall in your truth, even when others refuse to see it? It is easy to feel isolated when your path diverges from the expectations of others. Whether it's your family, friends, or society at large, you may find that your choices aren't popular. You might face ridicule or doubt from those closest to you. These moments are part of the test of courage. The courage you are being asked to embody is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act in the face of it. It's not about pretending that you're not scared or uncertain. It's about continuing forward despite those feelings. The chosen ones are often misunderstood because they are not afraid to think and act differently. They don't follow trends, they forge their own paths. This requires a level of inner strength that goes beyond simply having a clear purpose. It takes bravery to listen to the whispers of your soul and to walk forward when no one else understands why. It's in these moments that you must trust yourself and your inner wisdom. You must trust that the path you are walking is the one you are meant to walk, even if it doesn't make sense to anyone else. The sign that you are on the right path often comes in the form of discomfort. There will be moments where standing firm in your truth feels isolating or even alienating. Perhaps it's a situation where others question your decisions, laugh at your beliefs, or pressure you to conform. It's important to recognize that these feelings are part of your growth. Feeling uncomfortable doesn't mean you're on the wrong path. It means you are stepping into the unknown, and that's where true growth happens. Growth doesn't happen in a place of comfort. It happens when you challenge the status quo, when you stretch beyond your limits, and when you push through the fear of rejection. During these times, remember that courage isn't about being fearless. It's about feeling the fear and choosing to move forward anyway. The more you embrace your uniqueness and stand in your truth, the more you will fuel your own strength. Your uniqueness is your power. It's what sets you apart, what allows you to create change in the world, and what enables you to fulfill your divine purpose. Being a chosen one means that you are not meant to fit in with the crowd. You are meant to lead, to inspire, and to show others what is possible when you dare to be yourself, unapologetically. You may not always see the impact you are having, especially in the moment of standing alone. But know this, your courage will inspire others. There are always those who are watching, who are silently rooting for you, and who will find the courage to follow their own path because they saw you walking yours. The key to embracing your courage is to trust that every step, no matter how difficult, is leading you toward a greater purpose. It's in the moments when you feel most isolated, most misunderstood, and most vulnerable that your true strength emerges. As you walk this path, let the discomfort guide you. Let it be a reminder that you are not meant to blend in. You are meant to stand out. And as you continue to stand strong in your truth, you will find that the world begins to shift around you, aligning with the power and courage you are stepping into. So, when fear comes knocking, when doubt creeps in, and when the world seems to push back against you, remember this: courage is not the absence of fear. It is the choice to keep moving forward, no matter what. Embrace your uniqueness, trust in your journey, and let your courage shine as a beacon for others to follow. The path may not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. Your courage is the key that unlocks the doors to your destiny. The light within the journey of the chosen one comes full circle when you begin to recognize the most powerful force within you, your own divine light. This light is not just a metaphor or an abstract concept. It is the core of who you are, the essence that has been with you since the beginning, and it is your true source of power. This final test is about discovering and embracing that light, stepping fully into your divine potential, and using it to create a meaningful impact in the world. At this stage of your journey, you've already faced many trials. You've navigated the ups and downs, wrestled with your fears, and learned to trust the path that has been laid before you. Now the challenge is to claim your power. The light within you is not something you need to find. It's always been there, waiting for you to awaken to it. The test is whether you're ready to step into it fully and share it with the world around you. This is a test of courage, of confidence, and of faith in your purpose. For many, this step feels like the final leap into the unknown. It's the point where you must let go of any doubts or limitations you've been holding on to. Your light is not something to hide or shrink away from. It is meant to shine brightly, to illuminate the path for others, and to make the world a better place by simply being yourself. One of the most profound signs that you are ready for this activation of your divine potential is a deep sense of inner peace. When you truly connect with your soul's purpose, you feel an overwhelming sense of clarity and confidence. This peace is not fleeting or based on external circumstances. It comes from deep within, a knowing that you are on the right path, that you are doing what you are meant to do. It's a feeling that resonates in every cell of your body, filling you with a sense of fulfillment and wholeness. This inner peace is a reflection of your divine light, and it is the key to unlocking your full potential. As you activate your light, you will feel a deep connection to your higher self. It's as if all the pieces of your life come together, and you begin to see the bigger picture. You may have moments of profound clarity where everything you've been through makes sense. This is when your purpose begins to unfold before you, and you understand that every experience, every challenge, and every success has led you to this point. The light within you is not something to keep hidden. It is not just for you to benefit from. It is meant to be shared with the world. When you own your divine light, you step into your true power. This power is not about control or dominance. It's about embracing your authenticity, trusting in your gifts, and using them to serve others. Your light has the potential to heal, inspire, and transform the world around you. When you share it freely, you create a ripple effect that touches the lives of those you encounter. The guidance here is simple but powerful. Recognize the light within you and let it shine. This means no longer holding back or doubting your worth. It means embracing all the unique qualities, talents, and strengths that make you who you are. These gifts were given to you for a reason. They are part of your divine blueprint. Your purpose is much bigger than just you. By sharing your light, you contribute to the collective energy of the universe and help to raise the vibration of the world. Many chosen ones struggle with the idea of sharing their light because they fear they are not worthy or capable. But the truth is that your light is not something you have to earn or prove. It's already inside of you, and it's just waiting for you to acknowledge it. The more you shine, the more you help others to do the same. The universe needs you to step fully into your power, to activate your divine potential, and to share your gifts with the world. When you embrace your light, you step into a state of alignment with your higher self. You become a beacon of hope, wisdom, and love, radiating energy that inspires others to find their own light. This is not about seeking recognition or approval from others. It's about being true to your soul's purpose and allowing that truth to guide you. As you move forward, remember that your light is a gift and it is meant to be shared freely. Don't hold back because of fear, doubt, or insecurity. The world needs your gifts, and by sharing them, you contribute to the greater good of humanity. Each time you allow your light to shine, you create a path for others to follow, inspiring them to step into their own divine potential. The journey of the chosen one is not an easy one, but it is incredibly rewarding. As you step into your full power, you become an instrument of positive change in the world. You are no longer just an individual on a journey. You are a part of a greater collective force, working together to bring light, love, and healing to the world. Trust in the light within you and let it guide you toward your highest purpose.